isn't as hard as what you think. Just keep on practicing and keep going. You'll find it hard in the beginning, but success is waiting. To learn some tips and tricks, just keep on watching. Maybe one of the biggest questions that comes into your mind when you see this expression is that is there a possible solution or ways on how to get rid of this expression? The answer is it's a big yes. By the way, this expression is what we call a mixed fraction. So before we will go to our topic, let's discuss first the brief description of a mixed fraction. So a mixed fraction, for example, take a look at the example in number one. We'll copy only 3 and 1 half. The mixed fraction contains the whole number, and the proper fraction. As was stated in my last video, proper fraction is the numerator is lesser than the denominator. To begin with our main lesson, we'll take a look at the example number one. I'll copy here in the middle. I'll make it big as I can so that I can further explain it and you can clearly see it. So, in converting a mixed fraction into improper fraction, the first thing to do is that we need to copy the denominator. And to get the numerator, first thing to do is that we need to multiply this one. The denominator multiplied by the whole number, and the second thing to do is that we need to add the product of the denominator and the whole number in the numerator. To further explain this one, we need to simplify this. The denominator of this expression is that it is 2, and 2 times the whole number, which is 3, plus 1, plus the numerator, which is 1, and so 2 times 3 is PEMDAS rule. We need to first thing to we need to get the product first. So 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 over 2. So it is equal to 7 over 2. Since we get now the answer number 1, which is 7 over 2, that's our final answer. So we'll move on to the number 2. So all we need to do is that copy the denominator, which is 4. 4 times 8 plus 3. So we'll put the consign here. So 8 times 4 is 32 plus 3 over 4. So 32 plus 3 is equal to 35 over 4. So this is the final answer. Okay, number 3. So, first thing to do is that, again, copy the denominator. Um, 3 denominator times the whole number, which is 5 plus 1, plus the numerator, which is 1, equals 3. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 1. 15 plus 1 is equal to 16 over 3. This is the final answer. Number 4. First thing to do is that copy again the denominator, which is 6, and denominator, which is 6, times the whole number, which is 4, plus 1, the numerator. 6 times 4 is equal to 24 plus 1 over 6. 24 plus 1 is equal to 25 over 6. And this is the final answer. Next number, which is number 5. First thing I'm going to do is that copy the denominator, which is 12. 12 times 12 is 144. Sorry. Okay. 12 times 12 plus 5. 12 times 12 is 144 plus 5 over 12. If you're good enough addition or mentaling like this, you can already know the answer. So 144 plus 5 is 149 over 12. Last item. First thing you're going to do is that copy the denominator, which is 4, and denominator 4 times uh, whole number 20 plus 3. This is equal to 20 times 4 is 18 plus 3 over 4. Now is the time that we need to proceed into the conversion of a improper fraction into a mixed fraction. We'll take a look at the example number 1, which is 7 over 2 or 7 halves. So, in converting improper fraction into a mixed fraction, you need the division skill in order for you to easily understand this one. So, when you put this into a division expression, so this will goes like this. The 7 will come inside and the 2 will be the divisor. The 7 is the dividend and the 2 is the divisor. So, in dividing integers, we need to think of a number which is lesser than 7 when you multiply by 2. So, the answer is 3. 3 times 2 which is 6. And when you subtract this, the answer is, and the remainder is 1. So, when you, when you, when this thing's done, you will easily know the mixed fraction of the expression 7 halves. So the whole number is the quotient. The the denominator is the divisor, and the remainder or the numerator is the remainder. Okay, things done. We will need to just put the thing into simple term. So the whole number, which is the bigger one, is 3, and the numerator of our proper fraction is 1, and the denominator is 2. Things done. The number 1 is solved. So the answer here is that 3 and 1 half. So I think I will finish this one. So number 2, we need number 2, 5 will come outside, and 9 will be the dividend. So think of a number that is less, when you multiply by 5, it will lesser than 9. So the answer is 1. 1 times 5 is 5, and the remainder is 4. So things goes like this. The quotient is 1, the remainder is 4, and the divisor is 5. For you not to be tricked by this, think of the denominator must be equal. So let's move on to the number 3. I'll place this one. So 25 is the dividend and 2 is the divisor. Think of a number that is lesser, when you multiply by 2, is lesser than 25. I think the answer is 12, and it is the answer. So 12 times 2 is 24. 24 minus 1 is 25 minus 24 is 1. So the answer goes like this. The quotient is 12, and the remainder is 1, and the divisor is 2. So Things done. Number 4. 35 goes in the dividend and 8 is the divisor. So, think of a number that is, when you multiply by 8, the answer is lesser than 35. So, the answer is 4. 8 times 4 is 32. And 35 minus 32 is 3. So, the answer is 4. The remainder is 3. And the divisor is 8. Okay? Things done. So, number 5. I'll erase this one again. So, 46 will goes as the dividend and 11 will be the divisor. 11 will be the divisor and 46 is the dividend. So, think of a number that is, when you multiply by 11, the answer is lesser than 46. The answer is 4. 4 times 11 since it is 44. And when you subtract these two numbers, the answer is 2. So, the the quotient is 4 and the whole number is 4, right? And the remainder is 2 and the divisor is 11. Okay, all done. So yun mga ka-technique, kung nagustuhan niyo itong video na to, paki-hit na lang ng notification bell button, tapos paki-like and subscribe na din para lagi kayong updated sa mga bago nating lalabas na mga video related sa ano. So kung may gusto kayong ipa-discuss, i-comment niyo lang sa baba. Comment niyo lang sa baba para matry nating i-tackle or i-discuss para kanina yung mga ka-technique. So, ayun lang for today.